Welcome to this Festive Tech Calendar 2025 session. Now, the charity for this year's Festive Tech Calendar is beatsoncancercharity.org. We also have a Just Giving page, that's Festive Tech Calendar 2025. All donations to that great cause will be greatly appreciated. Now, today we're looking at using some data in Fabric Real-Time Intelligence to look at the locations that Santa has visited. And this is all based on the NORAD data. A little bit about me. My name is Andy Cutler. I work as an independent consultant. My company website's at datahighbi.com. And my personal blog is serverlessSQL.com. I'm also part of the organising committee for Data Toboggan. The website's at datatoboggan.co.uk. Now I have a Fabric workspace set up with an event house, which has an associated KQL database. So I'm going to open up this event house. And once this event house is loaded, we can see that we've got this EV Santa KQL database. So I'm going to click into that database. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to load some data into this KQL database. So I'm going to cheat a little and synthesize some real-time data being added to a table in an event house. So I'm going to get data from a local file. I'm going to create a new table and call it Festive Tech Santa. And I'm actually going to add the data from a previous NORAD data extract. And what I need to do is I just need to modify one or two of the columns. So we're going to call this location lat and location long. And we're going to change this presence delivered to an integer and just remove this date time from Unix. Mapping transformation. So we have the ID, the city, the region, arrival and departure date time, population, presence delivered, the location, lat and long of the delivery, and some other information. So this is a little snapshot of the data. You can see we've got locations, date times, population, presence delivered, location, lat and location long, which is going to play a crucial role in our mapping. So I'm just going to finish this and let this load. Once this is loaded, we can just have a little look at the data. So we'll close that. And on Festive Tech Calendar, Santa, we can just query with code. And let's just show any 100 records. Let that run. And now we're using KQL to query the data. Now what I'd like to do is, I'm just going to remove that take 100. We can run that and we'll get all the data back. Now what I'm going to do now is create a query that just pulls out the data that we need. So we use Festive Tech Calendar and we're going to project, and we're going to project the population, the presence delivered, the location lat, and the location long. So let's just run that now. And we're just going to get those 4 columns back. Now I'd like to map that to a map. I want to see the locations that Santa has delivered those presents. So for here, I'm going to save to a dashboard. In a new dashboard, and I'm going to say NORAD data Festive Tech Calendar, and the tile name will be presents delivered locations. All right, let's create that now, and we'll open the dashboard automatically. Now this is the Fabric real-time dashboards. Okay, and in that top right hand corner I can click editing, and I'll just expand that, we can see, well, there's our data. By default, it's going to give us a table visual. But let's go in and let's edit this and start to change the properties of our visual. Now I'm going to change the visual type to be a map. Okay, and there we go. We can see our map there. Now the data, define location by latitude and longitude. And then my latitude column, I'm going to choose location lat. My longitude column, I'm going to choose location LNG, which is long. Okay, so the label column, we can keep as presents delivered. And on size, I'm going to enable size, and it's automatically inferred that I want to put population because that's the last unmapped column on here as well. So we've got presents delivered. There we go. Latitude column is location lat. Longitude column is location long. Label column is the presents delivered, and the size of the column is the population. So there we go. Population. And then we can scroll to the top, and we're going to apply changes. Okay. So we'll just add this out a little bit. And essentially now we've mapped all the locations that Santa has visited, captured by the NORAD data. We can drill in. We can choose one of the options and see presents delivered. Okay, we've got some larger circles to the east and to the west as well. There we go. We can essentially map the NORAD Santa visits data into a KQL database in an event house, and then map that to the real-time dashboards within Fabric. Now, if we're streaming data into the event house, then we could have additional locations that are added over time. But thank you very much.